Hello everybody. Today's story is a story that we all know and we all love, but we haven't read it in a while. Today's story is a story called Jack and the Beanstalk. Once upon a time, there was a poor widow who had only one son called Jack and a cow called Milky White. All they had to live on was the milk that the cow gave every morning, that they carried and sold at the market. One day though, things got really bad because Milky White stopped giving milk, so they had to sell the cow. "Cheer up, mother," said Jack. "I'll go and work somewhere," said Jack. "We've tried that before and nobody would take you, Jack. We must sell Milky White, and with the money start a shop, and then we can make money, or maybe even start a restaurant." "All right, mother, if that's what you wish. It's market day today and I can soon sell Milky White, and then I'll see what we can do." So he took the cow and headed for the market. He hadn't gone very far when he met an old man who said to him, "Good morning, Jack. Where are you off to?" "I'm going to the market to sell our cow." "Oh, you look like the right man to sell cows," said the strange-looking man. "I have a deal for you. I wonder if you know how many beans make 5. "2 in each hand and 1 in your mouth," says Jack. "Oh, you are so smart," said the old man. "I wonder, would you sell me the cow for these 5 magic beans? They're special beans." Jack said, "No way! You must think I'm a fool." "But you don't know what these magic beans really are," said the man. "If you plant them overnight, you'll have a beanstalk that will go right up into the sky." "Is that so? And if it doesn't turn out," said the strange man, "you can have your money back." "Right," said Jack, and he handed him over the cow and put the beans in his pocket. Jack hopped and skipped all the way home, and when he got home he said to Mummy, "Mummy, you'll never guess what I got for Milky White." "£5?" said his mother. "No." £10, said his mother. "No, mother, it's better than that." "No, it can't be £20. "No, mother, it's magic beans, and if I plant them, we will be rich." "What? What? You are such a fool and an idiot." And she gave him lashes. "And as for your precious beans," she threw them out the window into the garden and sent him to bed without supper and said, "I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be poor." Jack was sitting in his bed and he was very sad, and he fell asleep. The next morning when he woke up, it was very dark in his room, and when he looked out the window, it's because there was a giant beanstalk went right beside his window and went up higher than the clouds. "Good morning." So Jack got all excited, so he went down into the kitchen and said, "Good morning, Mum. Can I have my breakfast?" For he was hungry. "It's breakfast you want," said his mother. "It's breakfast. I'll give you there's no breakfast." So Jack was hungry, but he decided, maybe if I climb up the beanstalk I'll get some food. So off he went. He climbed as quick as he could through the clouds, and he was so tired, and when he got to the top, he saw a big house. So he ran up to the house and slid under the door, and inside it was a giant's house he could see. So then he saw a big table. He climbed up onto the table, but he was afraid because he was seen by the giant's wife. "What are you doing here?" she yelped. "Please, ma'am, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Can I have some bread, please? Of course, she said, and she gave him a big piece of bread and some cheese. He ate it very happily. All of a sudden he heard boom, boom, boom. The room started to shake and he was moving from side to side. What is that? He said. It's my wife, and he doesn't like little boys. You better hide, said the ogre's wife. So he hid under the cushion in the corner of the room. In walked the giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Irishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Don't be silly, said his wife. You're dreaming again. You smell the scraps of that little boy that you ate a long time ago. Maybe so. So the giant ate his dinner and fell asleep. While he was asleep, Jack woke up, and Jack went out and found 2 big chests full of gold. Jack took some of the gold and he ran and ran, and then he got to the top of the beanstalk and he climbed down with all the gold under his arm. And then he came down and down and then into his mother's garden. When he got home, he said, Mother, I was right about the beans. Look, here's the gold I took. His mother was so happy. And all of a sudden, they ate and ate and ate. The next day, he went back up again, went into the house, and he met the woman. And he said, please, I'm still hungry. Will you feed me? So she gave him cheese and bread. All of a sudden, he heard the sound. Boom, 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 boom. So, of course, he didn't have to be told twice. He hid, and he heard the giant shout. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Irish girl. Be she alive or be she dead, I'll grind her bones to make my bread. Don't be silly, said his wife. I told you yesterday. You're smelling the bones of that boy from last week. Okay. So he had his food and he fell asleep. Jack decided when he woke up he would take more gold. But when he was going, he saw a goose, and the goose was laying golden eggs. All of a sudden Jack said, I'm not just taking the gold, I'm taking the goose that laid the golden egg. So he grabbed a bag of gold and he grabbed the goose, and he made out for the top of the beanstalk. But as he was getting to the top, the goose started shouting and screaming, and he woke the giant up. The giant came running after him. What am I going to do? Jack went down as quick as he could, holding the goose in one hand and holding the bag of gold in another. As he was getting closer, he could see the ogre catching up on him. He shouted to his mum, Mom, quick, come into the garden and bring an axe. The ogre is going to eat me. So as he got to the end, his mum handed him the axe. Very quickly, he chopped and he chopped and he chopped. When the giant was almost there, he cut down the last part of the beanstalk. Timber! And all of a sudden, the ogre fell down and broke his crown. And the beanstalk came tumbling after. Jack showed his mother the golden goose and an egg and the gold, and his mother and he became very, very rich and very, very famous. And actually, Jack married a princess. and lived happily ever after. Now, that's the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Love you.